everyone. This is my friend Dai, and finally we'll get together at her place. She's so nice because she's very thoughtful. She have all the products with her, so it's better to stay at her place. Film this video, and as you can see, today she looks very nice. Today we are here to do a video. It's more like a vlog video. She's gonna talk about the skin condition before she got better and the acne issues she had and how she battled the acne, and also what's the current skincare routine. She has all the products to show you. So I'm very excited, and I guess I will turn it to Dai.
All right. Well, like Lynn said, I've battled with acne. I went through a period of time in my life where I was just breaking out all the time, and it seemed like no matter what I tried, the breakouts kept coming, and believe me, I did try everything. I will say, though, that when I started out, first breaking out, I was used to not having to deal with breakouts, so I just used basic soap and water to take care of my skin, and that worked up until the acne triggered, and then it just got to a point where it wasn't working anymore. And then actually that's when I started talking to Lynn about my skin issues, and she recommended Proactiv, which I had tried a couple years ago, and it wasn't really successful, so I was really hesitant to try it, because I knew that the package wasn't cheap, and I had this traumatic experience about Proactiv just making me break out all the time. But I gave it a second try, and it's true what they say about the product, how it first makes you break out a lot to cleanse your skin. Once I started out with Proactiv, but Lynn recommended that I also get the Clarisonic Mia, which I have here to show. And this was really nice because had it not been for Lynn, I don't think that I would have actually purchased the brush. I had heard about it before, but I was just like, well, why am I going to spend so much money on a brush? I could just wash my face with my hands, or buy a brush that's that doesn't cost as much. But I really felt like having the brush was just the very basic foundation that I needed to maximize the products that I started using to better take care of my skin. The brush just thoroughly cleans my face, and I could feel the products that, even like Proactiv, that didn't work effectively for me before, it was just I was having a much better response to it, and I think it's because because the pores were clean.
Yes. So. And so how did the Proactiv work for you? Like, which product you will recommend, or you think worked well, or you think they all work together as a system?
I think that it all works pretty well as a system, okay. But if you're struggling with acne, you kind of come to know what works and what doesn't over time. And now that I've been using Proactiv for a couple of months, I feel that, like, when I first started out, I was using the whole system. Okay. And then once my face started to regulate, I kind of learned to, okay, well, now I'm just going to use the scrub. And then every now and then when I break out, I use the repairing cream,
Same here.
Which Lynn recommended. I actually didn't try this. It's not mentioned anywhere in Proactiv, but she was telling me, well, if you have a breakout, you just use the repairing cream and put like a little extra on those spots that you have that where you're breaking out, and leave it there overnight. Yeah. And I tried that, and
do you want to show that product?
Yeah,
I think it's called.
So it's this one here,
it's
the repairing.
Okay.
The repairing.
So the step 3.
Yeah, step 3.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and I mean the refining mask also works pretty well. Oops, here you go. The refining mask also works pretty well. But I find that the system as a whole works pretty good. But you definitely, those are the two things that when you have occasional breakouts, those are the things that you want to make sure you use to spot treat.
And what skin type do you have? Because I have normal a little bit dry. Some people, think Proactiv does not work for them. So I want to make sure you tell, everybody what type of skin type you have, so they kind of can relate to whether they work for them or not.
Yeah.
So what skin type do you have?
I find that actually when it comes to defining my skin type, it's kind of weird because in the summer my skin is really oily.
Okay.
Like I find myself having to blot dry my face throughout the day, and then around the winter months my skin gets really dry.
Okay.
So it goes through different phases.
Okay.
And I will say that when I first started Proactiv, my skin was still on the dry phase. So I had to watch my use with Proactiv so that it wouldn't over dry my skin.
Okay.
But now that it's summertime and it's kind of oily, I find that I could basically go back to using it all the time and not worry about it over drying my skin.
Okay.
So I think it works good for for the different aspects of when my skin is oily versus when it's dry.
Okay. And we're gonna go through the skincare routine. So she's gonna tell you every product, what steps she used. So I'm not gonna go into that right now, like what you use for the moisturizing. And tell them a little bit more, like what kind of a problem area you have on your face, I guess. I mean, is it just all over, or just because sometimes I have acne like just here, sometimes around have in my mouth. I don't know, like people want to know, but I want to share with people. So because right now you have almost everything is gone. So I want to say, what Proactiv works for which area. Is it all over your face? You think works very well?
I want to say that, let's see. So in the past, I would say that I was always breaking out like around my cheeks.
Okay.
And never so much on my forehead.
Okay.
But when I got really desperate and was talking to you about skincare, and I reached out to using Proactiv again, I started breaking out on my forehead too. So
I see. So that's what you said. You're gonna break out first, then heal it.
I will say that in general, I think the area that I most have trouble with, where I break out the most, tends to be this area here.
Okay.
It's not really the T-zone. The T-zone is like oily, but where I break out is like around my cheeks.
See, when I had my bad acne, it never happened on my cheeks. It's all my T-zone. It's around my mouth, forehead, on my nose. It was just around my mouth so much, and the forehead. So see, it's different. But overall, Proactiv worked for both cases. Just worked for me and worked for you. So that's why I want to share with my subscribers. Okay. I guess next question. So tell me a little bit more about, besides the products we're gonna get into, like what kind of treatment, because one time you took me to the spa with you and experienced the treatment. Can you tell them a little bit more about what you think helped, what treatment you got, and you said you're gonna go get the new treatment next week, and it seems like you really liked it. Maybe you can talk about that, because I think for me, when I had acne, I did not go to a spa or get treatments, but seems like worked well for you. So I was thinking maybe the subscribers also wanted to hear about that.
Okay. So I'll say that so the treatment that Lynn is referring to is the spa that I went to had a package deal where you could get a facial, a microdermabrasion, and a glycolic peel for the price, a bundled price. It was really good. I wasn't really impressed with the facial because I had already been at that point really into my skincare, where I felt like, wow, the Clarisonic brush that I have really deep cleans my pores. So the fact that I had a licensed person cleaning my face, I wasn't really impressed. But the things that worked for me, I think, was the microdermabrasion and the glycolic peel. And the reason why I say that is because you can find products that work great for your skin, but you need something else that's like externally helping remove the dead skin and revealing the new skin that will hopefully be acne free and without blemishes and stuff. So definitely I don't know if I would recommend the microdermabrasion when you're breaking out. because it's
good
really
point.
harsh, you know. But one of the things that the person that did my face recommended was, she says that so the microdermabrasion, the procedure alone tends to spread like the germs, like the stuff you have on your face. Could get infected, but if you follow it immediately with a glycolic peel, it's a little harsher, but it's more effective. The glycolic peel tends to disinfect your skin surface, so you get better results that way. And if you have a microdermabrasion followed by a glycolic peel, then chances are that that you're not like causing more breakouts, but rather you know, kind of killing it, so that you know you have new skin resurfacing. So
okay. And I remember I went with you, and they told you the aftercare you have to do, like what after the microdermabrasion and also the peeling. What did you do? Like, I know you have to wear sunscreen. Did it really peel like the first day, the second day? What kind of result did you see? Because I went to the treatment with you, but afterwards I didn't really do a follow up. Can you tell them like what kind of difference you saw? And that I'm sure you like it because that's why you went back.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going back for my second set of treatments, and I will say that at first I was a little disappointed and kind of shocked, because I was told that okay, after you have the treatment, expect to, you know, be really red for the first 2 days. The redness dies down afterwards, and you start to peel. And I didn't see that peeling start taking place as soon as they said it would. And you know, I had the treatment done on a Friday, so I was in my mind I was like, okay, I'm gonna have this done on Friday. By the time I go back to work on Monday, things are gonna be great. I'm gonna be not done peeling, but start peeling the peeling process. And it was actually the complete opposite for me. Like I was really red the first 2 days, but then you know, my skin went kind of back to normal. It was kind of dry, but then throughout the rest of that first week, my skin progressively got drier and it started to crack. Like I started to see it started to peel, and it was kind of hard because I'm still wearing makeup and stuff to work. So you know, trying to conceal you know, the peeling while still you know, being able to continue on with your normal routine was a little bit challenging, but it was definitely great because you know, I could see the difference, you know, from, you know, before when I was trying to put makeup on to conceal the scars. Well, after the treatment, I had less scars, so I was wearing less makeup, and my skin texture felt, you know, smoother. Yeah. So
definitely, I can see the results as well. So great. Let's see.